Alright, we are back. Yep, there we go. I figured out what it was. I was so yesterday I was playing using the TV sound through the TV, so it was still set up to capture it from the TV, and I had the TV muted. Uh, so that's why so it was trying to capture the microphone was trying to capture the sound from the TV that was muted rather than recording the actual game sound. Oopsie. So at least I know that for next time. Let me know if the. Can you hear me over the sound? Is there? Am I able to be heard, or do I need to turn the sound down a little bit? Okay, perfect. Meanwhile, Angela probably bent over like 3 times by this point. Alright. Anyway, now the stream is probably going to be a lot more interesting to people now that it's not me just talking into the void. Come on, Angela. Do the thing. Please. Please. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna give her like one more cycle to do it, and if she doesn't do it, then we're just gonna move on. Because we could be here for like a half an hour, and that's not gonna be interesting. She's not gonna do it. Yeah, I don't know how I did not notice that there was no sound in the hour and a half I was streaming, and then all of a sudden it dawned on me, and I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Something's off here. Alright, Angela, this is your last chance. And you're not gonna. Last bookshelf. Alright, so anyway, what you gotta do is when she bends over, you gotta go up and get, like, right up in her business and whack her butt. And if you do it successfully, she will, like, shove you back, and you will get the achievement. Do these sell for anything? Probably not. Ah, sweet sound of Animal Crossing speak. That Banjo-Kazooie-esque noises. Alright, there is one thing I want to check out. I don't know if they have implemented anything here yet. I know there was going to be implementation at some point. The Tool Pig Temple. The Piggly Wigglies. The bomb pig here is a pig you can only encounter in this pseudo dungeon. See, it still gives you treasure chests and stuff. It's just that the dungeon itself is unfinished. God, I'm almost hesitant to post the first part of the stream without this sound. Like, people are gonna get 2 minutes into it and be like, well, this is boring. Yeah, I don't know. We shall see. I'm not even sure if they expanded on this yet. I know there was a way to... Oh, there we go. Yeah, you have to jump over that to hit the switch. That allows you to... Here? Okay. Do the same thing over here, I think. I got the zoomed out camera. I guess we just... Doy. Is this a... Oh no, that's back the way we came. I went there. It's gotta be over here. That one. Am I just an idiot? I am just an idiot. Don't have to jump over this. You just gotta go underneath. Water! Yeah, water. I love how the design makes you think that the walls with the spikes are gonna close in on you. I don't think I ever noticed the fact that on the enemy's health bar at the top it tells what... Yeah, at least the bomb ones should drop a gun. Yeah, I don't think I ever... Because I never really... Oh. Home of experience, that's something. Right, so that open... something. I think it opens this over here. No. Okay, so I came in that way. Went that way, so I gotta go this way. Wait. Oh. Now we go here. There we go. Yeah, I guess I'll still post the first part of it. I'll just give a an overlay disclaimer that says that I didn't realize the sound not functioning. Because talking to you has been fun and interesting. Definitely a lot more than if I was just doing this by myself. Even without the sound. Oh? There's a portal. Was that always... I don't think that was always there. I thought this was just where it ended. Oh. It just teleports you outside. Well, that was the pig temple for now. Had your AC on, so it was hard to tell it was off anyway. Well, at least it was less noticeable. You can get over the door? I gotta try it. Wait. Yeah. Dungeon reset, probably. Door. Yep, the dungeon reset. Oh well. More EXP. Yeah, the cannon pigs definitely should drop a gun. In the staircase past this room. Okay. Need a spear. I don't have a spear. We could try it with the hammer. And then, if it... Oh, what is this? Is that a kimono? The fortified vestment, but it... It is! Oh my god. They have a kimono. I'll take that. Hell yeah. Alright, so you see there'd be a torch on the right side of the hallway. Too far back. Okay. Just past the first combat room. Okay. Just past. Aha, there it is. Alright. Up the incline, jump and dash around the corner to get on top of the torch. Let's see. Is this where I need to use javelin? Get on top of it further. Oh, I see. Ooh, this is gonna be tricky with the bandits' increased dash distance. Like I curved the dash. What? Wait, what was that? Was I walking on the wall? What? It looked like I was walking on the wall. Oh, hang on, hang on, hang on. Is that green part able to be the triangle part? Ah! Ha 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 ha! There we go. Alright, now what do I do? Of the arena door. Circular things. I see them. Hmm. But the spear bounces me back, doesn't it? If I hit a thing? Oh, okay. I don't do that. Is it possible to get at the top one from the second one, or do I have to hit the top one? And then the bottom, then you get the bottom with the top of the spear jump. Okay. Okay, I keep hitting a ledge on that. I want to try and see this. Okay. Too early. I like these cool... Okay, then. Whatever ledge I'm hitting on that is blocking my... Yeah, I think you're right. I might need the spear for that. The hammer jump just isn't high enough. I like these kind of cool, you can get outside the bounds of where you're supposed to be stuff. Like my favorite part in Guild Wars 2, in the Silver Wastes, where there's, I call it the tunnel to nowhere. And you jump, dash, aerial. Okay. That flame thing I had go. Where'd that though? There it is. Yeah, that's just a straight up kimono. Built into the game. Alright, let me try the jump dash. Okay. Ooh. Whatever that whatever that ledge is kind of messing up the thing. There we go. Alright, so next one's gonna be tougher. Jump, get on top. Air jump that you immediately get on. So I have to like face the other way, then triple jump, turn around, aerial back, right? All flipping is gonna get in the Is spear climb you bounce into a wall, then keep bouncing after the recoil is done, but like you jump in each one? If I'm going to assume what that is based off of the knockback of the spear aerial. To an incline and jumping. So does this kind of count? If I'm looking at it like this, it is sort of an incline. Right, let me see if I can. Angle. Okay, so it may not work here. Let's see. Oop. Ah. Oh, that invisible wall. Doing it. Curious whether or not I am actually able to wall run on that thing, because it looks like I am for a brief moment. See if I can find some new tech. Oh, I don't know what that was, but I got some crazy height on that. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and post it. Alright. Because it went from night to day, the dungeon reset. Oh no, is this an... Oh, please say. I thought I was gonna get the insta-death. Ooh, a soul pearl, nice. Alright, let's check out this Imgur link. Okay. Okay. I see what they're going for. The one thing I'm curious about is they did like a little bounce thing as the final thing on the top. Get to the top. So, like when they hit the middle of that final circle, they bounced off of it. I don't know what they did. Guard cancel the area while holding and jumping. So the circle counts. Easier to do well in strafe. Oh my god, I don't use strafe for anything. Got enough of an incline that it works. Oh god. I gotta learn some complicated tech. How to... Yeah, considering I like out of bounds places, I should probably learn how to do it at some point. Huh. I didn't even need the spear for that. Hm. Right. Watch that Imgur. Let me see if I can change... the button for strafing. So if I just add strafe while holding a weapon, it should work, right? Oh, I almost had it. I kept pressing block instead of the attack button. That messed me up. Okay, I needed the third jump for that one. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I have to get on top of that, right? Hmm. Back on the first area. Oh, no way. I thought that was a graded platform. I guess the game didn't expect you to be up there in the first place, so Kasef didn't bother putting collision. Yeah, see, it's auto-blocking some of my attacks. I don't even have... I am not even... I mean, I have a shield equipped in the inventory. Or there, but it's not active. Alright, let's try this. I mean, getting it on the second attempt wasn't that bad. Okay. Hang on. Not getting not getting the height on that last attempt. Nope. Nope. I slightly walked off the edge. Hmm. For some reason I'm not getting the height I was before. Still strafing. Ah, there we go. There we go. So I have to get on top of this thing, or just where I am now? I do need to be up. Are the ones on that corner doable? Not the grate, but the walking around the edge of the top. Is that able to be stepped on? Yeah, no, not the grates, but like the hexagon ring all the way around it. Because if it is, I can angle the... Let me try the hammer here. Let me try the hammer. Because that gets me some height, but doesn't launch me to the moon. There we go. Alright, so here... If I remember seeing you correctly, you gotta do dash, jump, dash, and then this. Yeah, it is in the recording. Let me double check the recording. Okay. You line yourself up just to the left of the left torch. Okay. Okay. Watch that again. I saw you do it. Let me see. Okay. Left of the torch. Jump dash, jump dash, jump dash. Then the thing. Okay. Okay. Jump dash, jump dash, jump dash. Hammer. I line myself up there. Ah! If I had not missed that last dash. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. Oh, did it? Those pigs are gonna be bored. Oh yeah, you're right. They are down there. Yes. Why? Okay. For some reason, it's the dash. The third dash is delayed. Okay. Darn. So, basically on the final dash, I need to immediately do that. Okay, I see what I just did. Yep. That. Okay. One more time. So the final dash isn't so much a dash as it's basically giving me extra momentum on the boost. Okay. We gonna get this. We're almost there. Alright. I figured out what I need to do. Just getting the timing of the dashes down. Ah! I didn't think I was going to get the bounce off that, so I didn't think to cancel. Alright, so you have leg up. Oh, I do have leg up. Okay. Oh, I can't attune here. One second. Alright. I wonder if I can recall from here and maybe it'll put me back here. Give it a shot. Let me see if this works. Success. Yeah, it made a really big difference. Yeah, thank you for that. I didn't even think to use it. Wow! Oh my God! I keep. Oh God. I don't know why I keep just automatically pressing the spear attack button. Had I gotten that one extra dash the first time I tried it, it would have gone there. Well, at least I'm getting better with the wall climb. Why? I don't know why the dash is delaying more than it usually does. I don't think leg up delays that. I mean, thankfully it seems like with the leg up, even if I miss it, I land on that ledge to salvage it, but a little too early in missing the window. Okay, so delay it a little bit. Ah. Hey! How you doing, Lockjaw? What am I saying? That's my girlfriend. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so I've been here for the last... How long have I been doing this second part of the stream? 56 minutes? I've been here for about a half an hour at this point. We're getting close to getting over the wall on the out of bounds side. Yeah, okay, no, it's been teaching me some technical strats. Ah, I don't know. Is Dash changing the window or the uh the timing window for the dash? Because it didn't seem to be doing that before. What's leg up's casting time? Leg up's casting time is instant, so theoretically I could do it in the air. Let me try doing the other two, and in the middle of the second dash I pop leg up. I have used instant speed skills in the air before, so leg up should... Okay, so it can be used in the air. Yeah, for some reason it does seem to be changing the dash window. Well, at least I've got the get up here part down. That's progress, at least. Oh, I almost had it. Oh. Yeah, so it looks like with with leg up, I have to press the dash earlier than I would without it. Okay, that got me too close to it. Okay, so I should do it without leg up. Leg up. Almost. Oh, I got an idea. Okay. We've been able to save it there. Okay, this is the weird idea. If I let leg up run out after the first one, This might work. Six, five. Ooh. I think that might work. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, fuck me. Oop. Uh, need to aim to the left a bit. Let me see, let me see if I can see what you're seeing. Which one? That one? The top is open. The top over there? Do you think they may have added a chunk of building up top to prevent this? I wonder, does aiming the reticle change where your jump is? Like if I'm looking down, will the jump angle down? Whereas if I angle up, will the jump go slightly higher? So like should I angle it up because I'm in line with the top, so I don't really need to look down? Give it a shot. Are you able to jump on the mountains? Like if I go, is there an invisible wall preventing me from jumping on the mountains? Because if I can get on the mountains, then that should give me way more height. Oh, you can. Okay, you can go on the mountains. You can almost get on top of the mountain. So that platform there next to the tree is what you're talking about. I have to get on that. Oh my god. The mountain's the way to go. Getting on the mountains is A, so much easier, and B, you just jump across. You don't even need the hammer or the spear at that point. So then I just walk across these things, right? Do those have collision? Yeah, that mountain is the perfect height and distance away from the platform. Beyond the walls. Let's see what Kisef is hiding over here. Secret boss loot. Hmm. Okay, so I wonder if this is similar to the you know the door in the grove where you have to attune to it and then go complete the quest and then come back and the door deems you worthy of opening. I wonder if that's going to be what this is. So the walls around it, other than the initial platform that you spawn in on, do not have collision, so you just fall in. Well, this was interesting. Now I know some of that tech I see people posting videos on of getting out of bounds maps. I'll have to keep looking for that, so thank you for that. Yeah, you can get over it now. I wonder if that'll make me curious. If you if you skip it with the over the thing or over the dungeon, will the boss actually be here? Like just chilling in here? And then you just skip the whole dungeon? Or is it like the boss is it's like an instance thing where the boss only shows up if you do the quest? Who knows? We'll find out. 508. Dungeons and Dragons starts a little late tonight, so probably have until about 7 o'clock to keep playing, streaming. Up of some dungeon layouts too. Let's give it a shot. The of or Crescent Grove. Technical problems viewing the stream. I'm not entirely. I don't think I put it on subscriber only, because yeah, okay, no is here, and I think they're subscribed, so I think I put it on public. Maybe you have to go to my channel and then click on the view stream. Yeah, try clicking on my channel, because it should be having a view stream option. I don't remember putting it on private. Okay, so there is a hole in the ceiling there. Hmm. Oh, it's lagging. Okay. I mean, your computer is ancient. Like, I'm pretty sure your computer makes sounds like it's being put in a blender when you have it turned on in the first place. So that could be why. The way that the roof is positioned there, I don't think there's any conceivable way of getting there from this side. So, do you know of any specific dungeons that you can get above? One layout, inside the dungeon or outside? Do you have to take the portal into it? Oh, you're watching from your phone, not on the computer. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine your phone's gonna be having in real time without lagging. The layouts in hard mode are the same, right? The only thing that changes is the enemies, right? Alright, let me put the gun back on for the purposes of enemies. Hey, so you said one specific layout. We'll see if we get it. Is this one? I had to hazard a guess if there was one, it's probably there. I can get on that roof. Ooh, possibly. Okay, if I get a little higher up. I don't do it right at the beginning. Okay, no, I need to delay the shield by a fraction more. Actually, no, hang on. Take that off. Put the gun back there where the... There we go. Oh, we almost got it. We almost got it. Okay, that has no collision. Alright. Can I do the bounce mid? No, I can't. Alright. Hmm. Can the bounce actually be used for this? You see. It depends on if it overshoots the platform. If I am on the very tip of the platform, then I get the bounce at the maximum height the bounce can do. No, no, it doesn't look like it. We'll give it one more try, and then we can always come back to it if we don't find another area. Yeah, no. Alright. We can always come back to the starting area if we don't find another spot. And there may not even be another spot, who knows. Ooh. Water spear. Suicune's a water Pokemon. We put on the water spear. Yes. Yeah, if Bounce's bounce was higher, the fact that you can just barely get the, Ooh. No, 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 that's not gonna give us the height. I was thinking maybe if we... No, it doesn't. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I feel like... Yeah, I am using a mouse and keyboard, but I, I don't think the gun gets quite the knockback that I initially thought it did. If you were able to... It doesn't seem like Bounce gets the same kind of height canceling into it that just the basic dash doesn't. Yeah, so if there was a thing that increased jump height, we'd be golden. Oh, the charge? Charge. There's gotta be other spots here that do it, though. An eye out for wall. Oh, the gun charge. It does. I still think the javelin gives the height we need, and the height... Like, I almost got it. But I feel like I got it at the highest it could get. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hang on. Here's a possibility. Be not there. Can you get on top of this thing? Oh, oh, you can. You can. Ooh. That might have an invisible wall around it. Because it's not a field zone, it might... No, because you said you can get it from inside the dungeon. There is a way to do it. Oh, that thing looks like it's an angle. Oh. Oh, Come on. Why is it? Oh, is there an invisible ceiling there too? Why is it not letting me dash? Ah, come on. Come on. Work with me. Yeah, oh, the tree. The tree is the invisible ceiling. I'm bouncing off the leaves. Oh, okay. Okay. Might have something here. Yeah. Oh, but there's a... Yep, there's an invisible. Yeah. Oh, no worries, no worries. Trust me, we get storms here, and don't worry. You got to look out for number one. If something goes wrong, you gotta take care of yourself first and foremost. I appreciate you being here, but I don't want anything bad to happen to you. So if something comes up, don't worry. Oh, okay, so it's not like a hurricane or anything. Okay, okay. Thankfully, we haven't really had any hurricane style stuff yet this year. Get up there. That's probably going to change at some point. No, I can't get up there. Yeah, I'm originally from New Hampshire. I moved down to Florida with family. I want to move back up to New Hampshire at some point. I love it there. But yeah, we get more blizzards than hurricanes up there. One of the things I'm confused about this update is what ouch. Is what classifies as earth resistance. Do all of these monoliths just innately have it? Or is it something that only the elites do? Another gun. Is this the only gun that they've added, the Magitech burst gun? like, if the monolith, or whatever these ones are called in the hard mode, if they're, like, rock monsters, I assume they have resistance to earth. Like, I would assume the blue mushrooms have resistance to water, the red one's fire, and the green one's nature. At least that's what I would assume. So these ones I'm not sure, because they inflict you with a fire debuff. Oh god, I hate that. I hate the fact that if the camera clips through a wall, it treats it as if you aimed at the wall. So the skill just misses. Come on, Death Knight, give me one of those cool big-ass swords. I think it's a rare drop, though. Ooh, you're right, that rock does have really big AoE. If you're right about that engineer, I can't wait for that. It'll be so good. Bishop, Magus, Paladin, Berserker, Ninja, Engineer. Yeah, I was gonna assume the other one for, Fighter was Berserker. That just seems like if you got one tank, you gotta have one crazy DPS. Yeah, I was originally thinking the fighter tank was gonna be like a knight more than a paladin, but paladin works too. Like, if it was gonna be like a knight, I would have said, like, oh, you can use pole arms with a shield or something like that as a passive. I swear to God. These ones are the worst. Come on, bruh. There we go. Yeah, and someone said that I asked if I asked last night if someone knew whether the Paladin's divine skills scaled off of strength now or mind, and apparently, at least for the time being, it still scales off mind. Well, with the generate threat, that's good. If you're the tank, you need all the threat generators you can get. You can't just rely on taunt because they removed the generates high threat from the stomp skill. Now that you mention it, I don't think I do. I think, and I think this was the way before that, with the uncapper, the only way to get EXP is either through quests or the tomes. Like if I use the this one that I got earlier, see that one does give me EXP, but I'm pretty sure because the game, I think the game is programmed to just stop having enemies give EXP when you hit max. I don't think the uncapper removed that. So you can get past the max level, but it requires grinding out quests. I think these ones only scale to 25 because it's like level 20 to 25 hard mode. The number is gray, I don't get EXP anymore. Oh, okay. Let me see. I don't even think that, I don't think Kiss F is... If I interpret his announcement correctly, it sounds like the max cap level is always going to be 40, at least the way he worded it. Who knows? That might change in future updates. I hope that's not truly the case, because if he adds more content, which he very much will at some point, if you're already max level, you don't really have anywhere to go from there. I'm hoping at some point the level cap is... Bree, which dungeon are you trying to do? Are you on, like, the new character, or are you using your main? Are you doing the hard mode Grove? Yeah, I'm level 40, and I'm still eating a crap ton of damage in this. Granted, I have a inflated health pool, so I'm not, like, parrying and dodging as much as I realistically should be. But I think you're gonna run into the same situation that we were running in level 12 hard mode catacombs, where the enemies are just it's almost like, even though the game allows you to do the dungeon at level 20, it's basically browbeating you, saying come back when you're higher level. Ooh, hang on. Heck yeah, a precise one. Oh, you're doing the normal grove. Let me finish this boss, and then I'll switch to multiplayer. That way I can help you out. Hey, actually, yeah, okay, no, are you in game right now too? Could party up with the three of us. If you're cool with that, anyway. You don't have to, obviously. I just figured I'd offer, since I was going to be switching to multiplayer anyway. Ah, yeah. The thunderstorm, I feel you. I'm planning on, I've enjoyed streaming this today, so I'm probably gonna... Today's my last day off before work, so I'm probably not going to be able to stream it again until next week. But I have Monday, Tuesday off next week as well, so... Yeah, come and hang out if you feel like it, and we can get some multiplayer in. Ooh, ah. Oh yeah, I can see his level number. Even the boss's level number is grayed out. So yeah, it looks like it just stops giving EXP. Yeah, so let's see. I have... I don't have anything... Tuesday's Dungeons and Dragons. So, but I don't think I have anything going on Monday. So yeah, probably say noon on Monday. I'll start streaming at noon on Monday, and yeah, if you're around, hop in and we can get some games in. What is that? Looks like I found the bandit. The bandit one. It has dex power. The doesn't look like an upgraded though. I don't know. Mondays are when you have off work too. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, usually I have Tuesday, Wednesdays off, but these past 2 weeks work has given me Monday, Tuesday off, which actually it works out funny, because Monday was this week was when the update dropped, and then next Monday is when the Sonic the Hedgehog secret lair drops, and I'm gonna try my hand at the roulette to see if I can get one. But I should know whether or not I do within the first 10 minutes, I imagine. So let's see. So the mesh link precise gives 5 more dex power little under 0.5% critical rate, 0.13 evasion, defense 6, magic defense 3. So it drops defense by 1, increases magic defense by 3, drops dex power by 11, or not by 11, by 5, and gets rid of the crit and evasion, but gives nature and earth resist. Yeah, if I can't enchant it, then I mean, I'll save it, obviously, but if I can't enchant it, then yeah, because the resists are only useful against attacks of that specific thing. And evasion basically functions as that, because if you don't get hit, it doesn't matter. So Meshlink is, at least for now, probably still better, yeah. Out of curiosity. Oh my god. Go through the door. Nope. Alright. It was worth a shot. Yeah. The RNG on this does get costly per enchant. Especially if you, if the item requires soul pearls, because they're kind of annoying to farm. And they're also costly per one. Alright, let's see what it takes to enchant the spear. Just money, okay. Boss gear takes badges. This is the boss gear. So the level 24 armor is the new cap of the armor, right? There's nothing bigger than that? Re-enchanted Mystic Hood with magical... Gotta love when that happens. Gotta love it. I mean, the +9 max mana is kind of nice, considering the ranged options give, or only use mana, so I think I'll keep that until I really need to farm for precise. Like, I'm way over leveled for these dungeons right now anyway, I don't really need to farm for precise. Killer. Okay, I'm gonna leave that the way it is then, because I can put that on my fighter. I'll put this one. Man, even with the, even with the... Granted, it's not... I had that bug happen to me yesterday. I had it happen. I was trying to put like a flame petal staff in the box. Now the box shows all my stuff, right? And when I was putting the flame petal staff in the box, it didn't show any of that. So like I put it in there and then logged out and logged back in, it's gone. Oh, pressing sort makes it show up again. Oops. I didn't even try that. But yeah, Bree, log into multiplayer. Let me I'm gonna put the Quake Pummeler back on. I'll keep the spear in the... And then I'll log on multiplayer, and I can help you in the grove. That there. That off. There. And what the heck? I'll take a... Egghead. I find it weird that the Maw Eye only goes up to 45 stacks instead of 99 like everything else. Like, why is that? I was at a catfish, but it just looks like a color-shifted version of Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. Farming that, uh... farming that thing gives you a lot of these. So grinding out the Grove to uncapped level 40 also nets you a lot of these things. I'll keep 2 soul pearls on me in case I need to revive her. Alright, so now I gotta log out. Multiplayer. Got it. Private. Post lobby. Yeah. The fighter that I had named Rule 34 Rabbit. Before the new update, there was a mod that added a bunch of Pokemon skins. So that one was the Lopunny skin for the Poon. Yeah, and in that, the Pokemon mod, I have these eyes right now as a placeholder. Ooh, you made a neat arena? Man, do you have a screenshot of that? That sounds awesome. But I ended up using the Umbreon eyes for Suicune. So I'm waiting for them to update the Pokemon mod so I can get the Suicune looking eyes back. Okay, so the Kobold need arena. Oh, because you can shorten the Kobold's ears. They're not letting you join? Okay, yeah. Yeah. See if relogging in allows the invite. Ears are already there. No horns. Body with the spots and stub tail make him chonky and bam. Sounds good. I had a Kobold based on the Agent 3 Inkling, the yellow one from the Splatoon series. Alright, I sent you the invite. Did it not go? Hmm. Password. What? Loaded. You know, I wonder if this is the problem I saw on the Discord server. Because I saw that people were having issues chatting in multiplayer. Because the chat box is disabled. So maybe the invite counts as chatting, which is bugged right now. Go to try multiplayer and then join and just don't do anything else. Maybe try just going to join and then don't do anything. Let me know when you're in join. Okay, yeah, I see what's going on. I click invite to lobby. Did multi this it wasn't through. So you would have to put it as public then. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so let me try doing a friends one. All right, so if you go to join now, see if you can find a one called just the two of us. Because I have that on friends. Because like when I clicked your name to invite your, like a thing popped up here for a fraction of a second and then just went away. Did it work? Okay, let me just try public. What? No, let me just do it as public. And make sure you, when you're joining, click on the Gaia PvE realm. Alright, you see it? Okay, good, good. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we gotta get you to level 28 for you to pick a, specialization. Oh god, yeah, you don't need ridding slimes at level 21. That's a level 1 quest. Uh, do you now. Let's not do Hell in the Grove with you yet. Even though I'm level 40, you're probably gonna die really quickly. So let's talk to Enoch over here. Get you the Purging the Grove one. Well, I didn't, so I had to pick it up. Well, even as a level 40, I was still taking a lot of damage. And the enemies in here have basically everything that can knock you back. Oh, I see. Ah, gotcha. Alright, before we get into that, 1 second, I'll be right back. Gotta get some more Dr. Pepper. Alright. Yeah, they probably can't hear you all that much. I don't know. Maybe? Maybe the microphone's picking you up from the other room, but probably not. Yeah, if we're gonna multiplayer, we might get you, I don't know, maybe get you your own Twitch thing, or I could just have you in the same room because you're playing on a laptop, so we could just bring your chair out here. But we'll worry about that next time. All right, so let's head to Crescent Grove. Yeah, one of the big reasons I moved my setup from the room you're in out of here was because the room was small, so everything echoed. Just the lighting out here is better. Alright, so yeah, if you recognize the layout that has the wall break section, let me know. I have no idea which one it is. Oh. Yeah, I know KSF made a post yesterday talking about how he's going to be adjusting the Mystic in response to all the negative feedback he got, and it's like, it's day 2. Let people cook first. Like, no need to rush into things. But anyway, that we already had that kind of discussion earlier, but it's just, this is not the first time he's made a post like that, where it seems like he's letting the negative press get to him a lot more than it realistically should be. Because I remember seeing a post that he made that he was talking about how it was when he was asking for feedback during the last beta. He was talking about how like, he values people's feedback, but at the end of the day, he's making the game for himself, which he absolutely is. It's like, make the game you want to make. It's like, you're allowing other people to play it, but at the end of the day, you're the one making the game. You decide what to do. I don't know. I don't know if it's just like overreaction in his posts about stuff like that, or if he genuinely feels that way. And if he genuinely feels like he messed up with this update, he shouldn't. The update is great. Like, there are some tweaks here and there that could be beneficial, but overall, I'd say that this is more than what I could have hoped for an update like this. And he said that there's going to be shorter intervals between the updates, so there's that too. So it doesn't sound like people are going to have to wait for months and months and months before any further tweaks are made. And one of the things when I was getting ready to stream, I was asking the Discord server, because on OBS, or, yeah, it's like, do you want to give any content warnings? Like, do you want to have the stream have, like, a mature rating, or stuff about, like, sexual themes and stuff? And for some reason, it didn't allow me to pick the mature option, but it did allow me to pick the sexual themes one, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. But I was asking the server, I'm like, hey, before I stream this, I know the game calls out that it has suggestive designs. Do I need to put, like, a content warning, even if I'm not, like, in the 18 plus not safe for work voice chat? Do I need, and there's no explicit nude modifications or stuff like that? It's like, it at the end of it, I ended up putting the sexual themes thing because it calls out the suggestive designs, but I'm not sure if base game ATLYSS with no, like, nude or sexual skin mods really classifies as sexual content. Like, I was looking up on, like, forums. I'm like, oh, what is people's general consensus about the age rating of this game? Because the game calls itself 13 plus. But I know a lot of people dispute that with the whole body physics and body sliders aspects to it, and it's like, I understand both sides of the argument on this, but people were saying that, like, there are other games that are way, way in a bigger camp. Like, for example, Cyberpunk 2077, or is that what it was? Yeah, 2077. That one straight up lets you customize your genitalia, and I'm like, I found that to be a strange thing to allow you to do in just the base game. Yeah, you're 100% right. There's plenty of games, even games on Steam, that have worse. It's like, there's just straight up hentai games on Steam. And, like, ATLYSS doesn't even come close to that. It's like, it's got jiggle physics, but so does Dead or Alive. And Dead or Alive is way in a more suggestive camp, because these are chunky, polygon-esque furry characters covered in fur, whereas Dead or Alive is, I won't say fairly realistic character models, because it's still very much 3D, but it's way in the human-like camp, which gets a lot dicier. Yeah, I basically put the content advisory just to cover my bases, but I don't know if it was really necessary. And at some point I want to, like, hop into an 18 plus furry voice chat server just to see what it's like. Because I'm fairly new coming out as a furry. It's only been in, like, the last few months that I've kind of accepted it as just part of who I am at this point, but so I'm not really fluent in what kind of goes on in your average furry community, especially the 18 plus furry community. I imagine it's something that you absolutely cannot stream on Twitch, though. Yep. Like my best friend throughout like grade school, middle school, high school, and even nowadays, she's been a furry for the longest time. She's actually dating a guy who I think was a furry even longer than her. I'm happy for her. She was I don't know if I should really talk about her personal life. I should just probably stop it there. But either way, I'm glad she found someone good. Which seems weird about the stuff it permits and does. Yeah, YouTube's the same way. YouTube's the same way. It's kind of bizarre. Oh yeah, Bree, don't forget to pick up the badge you get from the thing. Not just not just the thing from the greater experience. Not just the thing that drops from the chest. There's a new item that you can use to either upgrade the items you get from the chest or cash them in for chest items. So those I would say are arguably more important than the actual thing the chest drops now. So this one should have given you an Earth Core badge. What, the boss? No, it should be a thing that you were attacking the boss the whole time. Oh, I didn't even notice you died. Uh, oh, okay. Um, well, yeah, the the normal Crescent Grove drops a Earth Core badge, which gets you the stuff up to level 20 equipment, and then the hard mode boss drops a Wind Core badge, which gets you the up to 25 equipment. So you always make sure to pick those up. Like I almost feel like YouTube is more strict with what it allows than Twitch. It's like I don't know, it's weird because like hot tub streams on Twitch are still a thing, right? They haven't really cracked down on that. I know who's the who's the one who had the most bans on Twitch? Was it Amaranth? Maybe she's not the most, but I know she got banned quite a number of times due to content on Twitch, but I don't know. Yeah, it's like I don't know if you'd be able to get away with a hot tub streaming on YouTube. Yeah, I think Amaranth ended up going into the adult entertainment industry like Belle Delphine and quite a few others. I know Project Melody. Um, She's basically always been an adult entertainment VTuber. I remember on one of her streams, she was telling the story that that's where she got her start. That's where her, like, viewers kind of blew up, and then she dipped her toes into other aspects. Streamers stay around because because people on staff watch it. I wouldn't be surprised. Be like, we gotta stop this, right? No, 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 no. Let's observe a little bit longer. Something. Sally's banner changed. Crowns used to be. Wait, what? Were they? I don't know if I ever noticed. I guess it makes sense if the currency is crowns. I always think I was just like marched in here. I don't think I ever took notice. I mean, it makes sense if that's the currency and she's a shop. But what an odd detail to change. God, I wish you could just like hit a button and auto store. Like, you wouldn't have to drag this all the way over here. Just like right click and it says store. Oh, wait, shift click does? Oh my god, you're a lifesaver. Thank you. I had no idea. Alright, so we should have to do Purging the Grove one more time to get the quest done. Because for some reason, these quests like you to do it twice. Great. Uh, is she being guilt trippy again? If you're gonna text her, I would do it during Dungeons and Dragons, because you're gonna have downtime. Every time your mom tries to start up a conversation with you, it doesn't go well. I feel like she only ever calls you or texts you when she wants to vent. Yeah, if she starts being guilt trippy again, just don't engage with it. Like, if she just wants to check up, fine, and see how you're doing. But that's not usually why she reaches out. Like, initially she starts the conversation that way, and then... yeah. Anyway, back to the game. So used to using the hammer as my default weapon. Actually, hold on just a sec. I gotta see. Let me see, check with the D&D crew to see if we're actually on. I know Tom said he was gonna be late. Alright, anyway, here we go. I have a feeling the gun is probably going to get hit with a damage nerf at some point, too. So right now it feels like for every class it's the new default best weapon. Oh. Jeff's out. Tom's gonna be late. Bill might call it this week then. New bows and claw weapons. Yeah. It'd be funny if they gave... So one of the things that that people were bringing up as a suggestion when Cassette was looking for feedback for like new patch ideas and stuff like that was, so the game draws clear inspiration from Ragnarok Online, right? Great series. That was the very first MMO series I ever played. I still occasionally play some of it on private servers today. The music in those are fantastic. But so people were talking about how you can play Um, you can play a novice character in this without like classing up into bandit or fighter or mystic. If you want to like play on hard mode, right? It would be cool if they doubled down on that and gave almost like a super novice. Yeah, super novice. Where it's like you're not specialized in anything, but you're the jack of all trades. You can use all the general skills and stuff like that. And if there was like a like and super novice so like in Ragnarok Online, super novice is the ultra generalist class that has access to every core base classes. I don't know if it's every, but the vast majority of every base class's skills. And you can mix and match to basically build the ultimate customizable generalist. And that means you can split between being a mage, being a fighter, being an assassin, stuff like that. So if they did that in this, they could give the novice character a passive if they class up to super novice that makes so they would only get the base class skills, but they would get a passive that allows all your novice skills to scale off of whatever your highest stat is. So if you were heavy, or your highest power stat. So if you were heavy dexterity, your Fyra would scale off of dex. Or if you were a mind user, your spread shot would scale off of mind or something like that. So you could pick what stats you wanted to spec into rather than, oh, spread shot always scales off of dex no matter what class you're playing. And it's not like it would give them any crazy bonuses. They wouldn't get the specialized passives like the 15% evasion passive from bandit, or the take 60% less stamina damage when blocking like fighter, or the blink from mystic. They wouldn't get any of that, but it would allow their general skills to be more effective without the benefits of speccing into one specific stat. Oh, I forgot. We forgot the dungeon key. Okay. Yep. Yep. How they would also have funny niches like buff their dex high enough. Yep. Instant cast level 10 bolt skills. Yep. One of the other hilarious things I did. I don't think you can do this in the original server, like IRO, but you were able to do it in private servers. Was I made a super novice that spec'd entirely into getting 100% perfect dodge, so they were immune to basic attacks. It would require it would require you to be soul linked, because then you could use 2 of the fortune swords, which give like, I want to say it's like plus 20. Plus 20 perfect dodge per fortune, so that's 40 right there. And then you just get all the cards and high luck and stuff that increases perfect dodge. So then you would have, because you're a super novice, you get access to Pneuma, which protects you from melee hits that does, I believe, block melee skills. And then you would get access, or no, safety wall. Safety wall blocks the melee skills, and Pneuma blocks range skills. So you would be immune to you'd be immune to basic attacks. You would have temporary immunity to ranged or physical, depending on which you wanted to do, because I don't think you can drop a safety wall on top of a Pneuma. I think you have to pick one. But so you could have temporary immunity to almost everything, with the drawback being that you're not really doing damage. So it was a proof of concept more than anything. But I found it funny that being a super novice allowed you to do that. Because as far as I'm aware, they're the only character in the game who can do that, because even though rogues and assassins can dual wield fortune swords, they don't have access to safety wall or Pneuma. So that. Oh, you're right. Pneuma is a one cell thing. So maybe you could put the safety wall next to it. Safety wall is an area. But it would give, going back to it, would give people, if they wanted to play the Ultra Generalist class, a way to do so while not being restricted to one stat. So, like, if you wanted to build a spread shot, mage, haunting, novice, you could, and you would be decently effective at it, because you wouldn't have to basically spread one of each of your stat points in each of the one stat to get the mix of skills you wanted. Like, the mind one would be more effective at auto casting their entire thing, because their mana pool is high. If you wanted to build a glass cannon who auto crits with well, not auto crits, but has high crit rate of physical and magic skills, you could specialize into Dex, because Dex would now be able to properly utilize the magic attack bonus, or the magic crit rate bonus that it did. Be too much to take away the weapon restrictions for skills. Yeah, I feel like it would, except for one specific area. I feel like a scepter or a bow should be a viable option for spread shot. Like, if you're using a scepter, it's effectively shooting magic arrows rather than a bow that is shooting physical arrows. So I feel like something like that should be allowed. I can't necessarily say using a scepter for a good example. Using a scepter for multi-bash, like the fighter tome you get from Enoch at the beginning. I can't exactly say using a scepter for that makes sense, or a bow, but I feel like the novice would say a ranged weapon should be usable for all skills that are ranged, and melee for any physical thing. So it just changes whether or not you're shooting physical arrows or magical arrows, depending on the thing. But that would be a buff that I feel like could easily be implemented for it. Actually, that's a good idea. Bells for multi-bash is basically you're whacking them over the head with the bell. Yeah, I could see that. Basically, I guess it would be any two-handed weapon could be used for heavy weapon stuff, and any one-handed ranged, or any one-handed weapon that shoots a projectile could be used for, say, spread shot. Yeah, I feel like those two things would be a good trade-off for a super novice to have in exchange for not getting the cool other passives that the specialized classes get. I'm not sure. I imagine the code for that would be a lot harder to program. I'm not fluent in software programming, but I feel like that would be a cool thing to implement into the game. Oh, you got the badge? Good, good. Yeah, I forgot to sell my stuff. Alright, there we go. Yeah, multi-bash, you're hitting them with sound waves from the bell. Yeah, I could see that. Like a concussive force. Because they do, or just using it like a giant mace. Yeah, yeah, you could do that too. Because they do have I believe it's a secret achievement where if you learn 12 novice skills, now granted you don't have to put any points into them, you just have to have them in your skill book. You get an achievement for that. So I feel like that achievement would lend itself well to the super novice archetype. Because if you're playing a super novice, it's more likely that you'll get that passive in the or that achievement in the first place, rather than, oh, the skill book's infinite, so I might as well put points into it or skills into it anyway, even if I'm not going to use them. The super novice class would incentivize people to get that achievement more. The exclusive treasures are. Oh, hang on. You're a mystic, right? Here, have a wizard hat. Yeah, yeah. The general spells are definitely a lot more viable, and I've heard that even like a lot of mystics aren't even using Flux Bolt, and they're using stuff like Fyra, Gust, ATLYSS, even Cryo Needle is actually good now. Instead of those because of the shorter cast times and the shorter cooldowns. So that's a really nice change to see. Like on my Mystic MagicalSuicune, I run the ATLYSS one for flavor reasons because Suicune's a water Pokemon, but it does decent damage. I tried using Spire during the beta. I don't know if it's changed, but it felt like it was only good if the enemy was big enough to get hit by multiple of the spikes. Like if they only got hit by one, it was a waste of MP. But if you were able to hit them with like 3, 4 of them, it did really good damage. Yeah, the Earth Light hybrid setup for a bishop does sound really cool. Yeah, I like seeing flavor focused builds. And especially if those builds are still viable. Like, I'm all for it. Like, I get it. Metas are meta, but at the end of the day, if... This is the big thing in Guild Wars 2 as well. If you're just following the meta build, but you don't like that playstyle or aren't good at that playstyle, you're A, not going to perform well with that playstyle, and B, you're not going to have fun with that playstyle. So at the end of it, unless you're like pushing the hardest of hard content, it's really not going to matter that much, because if you get good with a build you like, it's going to make all the difference. So that's why I even like flavor builds, like what you're doing, the hybrid setup. Absolutely, go for it. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I should probably put some EverQuest 2. That's just it. I never played any of the EverQuest games. I heard the original EverQuest was one of the best of all time. And I heard that sadly EverQuest 2 never really got its time to shine because it was released at basically the same time as World of Warcraft. But I heard that one was good too. It just really didn't get to shine because of the poor timing of it. Cake. You could ask the chat which one's the best healer, and they say the one you feel best playing. Oh, man, that's the best thing ever. When play it your way is the correct answer. Oh, chef's kiss on that. Beautifully designed game. Beautifully designed game if that's the case. So over here is where you get the badge things. So this guy is the one you get from normal Crescent Grove stuff, and this one's the hard mode guy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you do have to do the dungeon a few times to get a single piece, but unless you're getting like lucky with your drops, this is the guaranteed way of getting them. So it's still good. That's nice. Things. The two things you want is the Wizlad robe and the Wizlad hood. City of Heroes is a lot like that too. I've never even seen gameplay of that one. I see advertisements on YouTube for it all the time though, but I'm never sure. Excuse me. I'm never sure if the gameplay in the trailers is the actual gameplay, like that God, the Hero Wars ones, where it's like, oh God, it's so cringeworthy, those Hero Wars ones. But yeah, I know City of Wars isn't the same, or City of Heroes isn't the same thing as that. Hybrid between a normal MMO and action. Ooh, so kind of like ARPGs, like Diablo and stuff like that. that would be pretty cool. Normal MMO that just does everything faster. Okay, that's still cool. So it's like a faster MMO for people who don't like the high skill. I won't even say high skill lore for ARPGs, but not that kind of harder MMO. They just want something that's not slow. I could see that being a good thing. Alright, so it sounds like the D&D session is still on. So let me check with them real quick, because that I might have to stop streaming now if we're gonna start. Let me check to see if we're waiting for Tom or starting at normal time. Yeah, before we get too far into this dungeon, checking with them. Yeah, okay, no, I'm not, like, super fluent in Twitch stuff. Does Twitch have, like, a friend feature that you could, like, send me a friend request so that way I can reach out to you next Monday, uh, when I'm gonna be, streaming so we can do the multiplayer? And how does Discord do it? Do you just use the, when you add a friend, do you need their... Okay, yeah, if you give me a Discord name, we could do that. I love it. I love your Twitch username and your Discord username. That's great. Okay, so yeah, our GM, or DM rather, said he's gonna be on in about 2 minutes. So I'm gonna end the stream here, but thank you so much for sticking with me this whole time. I really appreciate it. On my first stream, no less. This is amazing. Thank you. Yeah, okay, no, and God, I really appreciate you being here. This was great. And I will talk to you and see you hopefully on Monday. You have a great rest of your night.